Okay. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you have a great lunch and hopefully you don't fall asleep after the great lunch. All right. So, okay. So these are the things that we're going to share about. We talk about introduction of emergenetics. Now, emergenetics is one of the profiling tools, all right? Tools that allow you to know your thinking and also your behavioral preferences, all right? So before we start, what I want you to do is, I want you to get yourself a tools, maybe like a piece of paper. You need a piece of paper for an activity later on. Then a pen, okay, a pen or a pencil will do also, all right. Then at the same time, let's explore about the Zoom, okay. Some of you may not explore the Zoom before. So what I want you to do is, I want you to go up, okay, put your mouse, go all the way up. Then you saw there's an option, right? Then you will look for a word called annotate, okay? You have a pen icon, it's called annotate. So I want you to click on the annotate. Then you see there's a thing called stamp, S-T-A-M-P, okay? Everyone get that? So the stamp, Haslinda, okay, yeah. So that will be the love that I want you to use, okay? So I see Happy using the star, then Haslinda using the love, okay? So Selva also join. Selva, yes, okay. So you can use the stem, all right? Because later on, we're going to do some activity using the stem, all right? So make sure you know where to look for the stem, all right? So everyone can get that? Mary, Stella, or Steven, can you able to get that? If not, let me repeat again. You just go up to the option, all right? Then you look for annotate, okay? You look for the annotate. So under the annotate, they will have a word called stamp, S-T-A-M-P. So you look for the love, okay? The love sign. Then you click all around this, all right? Yeah, okay. So this is one of the activity, okay? So later on, you're gonna use this, okay, for my pool, all right? Hi, Emily. Oh, okay. Emily put star or put love? All right. So good, huh? Okay. Now you see my slide, so colorful, very nice, right? Okay, very good. So I'm gonna clear it off. Now we're gonna move to the next one. A little bit about myself. Okay, my name is Raymond. Okay, so you can call me Raymond. So I'm started as a hotel earlier. All right, so I work in hotel for more than 18 years. Okay, and my last job is with Genting. Then I also work with some of the top hotel like Four Seasons, Berjaya, okay, etc. All right. So I'm actually certified for Malaysia HRDF trainer under PSMB Pembangunan Sumber Manusia. And I also a certified Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, we call it MOH, Ministry of Health trainer for food handler training. And also America, certified hospitality trainer. And lastly, we are also certified for this Emergenetics certified associate. All right. And my latest achievement is certified as a clinical hypnotherapist. Okay. Yeah. So if you want to know more about hypnosis, you can come and look for me also. Okay. I'm glad to share with you. All right. So if you're okay, then put a timeline at your screen so that I know you are okay, so that I can go through the next slide. So if you're okay, just put your thumb over there. All right. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right. So we go for the next one. Now, emergenetics. So emergenetics, what is this? If you look at the left-hand side, you saw the emergenetics group. Now, I'm sharing you, this is the group profile. Okay, what do you mean by group profile? Emergenetics is a profiling tool. So you're gonna go online, you're gonna answer some of the questions. So once you answer the question, we will generate a report. Now the report came out like this. One piece of paper with all the information inside. Of course, at this moment, you can't able to understand. You look at it, oh, I saw got blue color, got green color, got red color, but I have no idea what is that. No worries, no worries. Okay, later on, I'm gonna explain that. All right. So there will be a one piece of paper that help to identify which is your thinking preferences and also your behavior over there. All right. So in this one, rather than individual profile, we put it as a group. Okay. Let's say this profile, I let it done for 20 people. Okay, let's say it's a sales and marketing team. They have 20 participants, so all of them done. So I have 20 individual profiling. But what happened if I want to join all their profiling together? Can we do that? Yes, we can. So that is what we call a group profile. So we can actually put all their profile together. All right. So that is a sample of the group profile. So Emergenetics is a profiling that are scientifically formulated. So it's all based on science. It's not myths, okay? It's not bomo, all right? So it's definitely based on science. And also, we have a technical report that says that the result is accurate. They have been spent more than 10,000 testing for the profile to get the report, to get the result that we want, okay? So it's not like, oh, one person do correct, okay, voila, we can launch the product. No, okay, they have been doing a lot of multiple testing, okay? And the data for this profile, they update every 2 years. So every 2 years, they'll update the data, all right? And the profiling, we measure your strength base, okay, your strength. We focus on your strength, all right? Not on your least strength or not on your least preferences, okay? So we focus on your strength. Know your strength, then you know how to fully utilize it, all right? And most importantly, it drives result, okay? So Emergenetics, you may find that Emergenetics, the name can be very funny, right? Sometimes you say, oh, why so funny? So very difficult to remember. Actually, it's not. It's very easy to remember. Emergenetics, very basic, it came from 2 words, emerge and genetic. Okay, everyone know about genetic, right? All from us, right? Okay, so we have emerge, then we have genetic. Now, what is that? It's a pattern of thinking, okay, of merging, okay, merging and behavior of the genetic blueprint and also your life experience, which means when we are born by our parents, we carry certain DNA information from there. All right, so that is what we call genetic blueprint. All right, so from there, when you learn, when you go to the kindergarten, when you go to the school, when you mix with people, so that becomes your life experience. So your profile, what you are now, is actually based on these 2 factors, your genetic blueprint and also your life experience. Okay, so it's a merge of 2. So that is why we call it emergenetics. Okay, so it's an emerging genetics. All right. Any questions so far? So far clear? Okay. All right. Again, so that will be a bigger picture on the group profile that you can see. Okay. I'm not going to go through into the details. All right. If you want to go to the details, you have to come to my class. All right. Anyway, I'll share with you shortly. Okay. So what happened if you say that, oh, Raymond, I already put all the participants into a group profile, but I want to know where do they stand, okay? So who is where, who is better in this, who is great in that, okay? So I want to know more. So we have a dot chart. Now dot chart, if you look at this, every single dot, now you look at the analytical, the blue color one, okay, they will have a lot of dot over there, right? So every single dot over there represent 1 person. So the square color, you see the number 48, 46 with the line. That is after we put all the profile together, and that is the average. That is the center line. All right. So in the other way means whoever who are close to the center line, they are much more comfortable with the company culture, okay, or the environment in that group. Okay. The nearer to the center line, they are much more comfortable with it. The further from the center line, they are having a little bit of struggle or not so convenient or not so comfort in that group. Okay, yeah. You okay? Can so far? Can I? Now, I trust that all of you have already stand by pen and paper. If not, I want you to go and grab a piece of paper, maybe an A4 paper, pen, and a paper, pen and a pencil. Okay, so I don't want something for you to write down. Okay, so I give you some time to grab some pen and also a A4 paper. All right, so if you're done, just put a thumb at your profile. Okay, just put a thumb so that I know who is ready, who is not ready yet. Okay, so Emily is ready, Happy is ready. Okay, So make sure you have your pen and paper right beside you. Okay, we're gonna do a short activity over there. All right. Okay. So most of you have done, huh? All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm gonna read out some of the words, and it can be numbers. I'm gonna read out something. Okay. What I want you to do is you're gonna focus and listen carefully, and you're gonna write down whatever things they came out from my mouth. Okay. Especially the words and the number. Okay. You're gonna write it down. Try not to make a mistake. Okay. I want to see how good you are. Right. So you write it down. Okay. But in between of the writing down or recording my words and my number, I might have something to ask you to do. Okay. So you have to listen to my instruction very, very carefully. All right. Okay. Good to go. So if good to go, put one. Okay. One at your chat box. Okay. If you are good to go, put one at your chat box so that I know you are ready. Cheng Cheng. Okay. Hasinda ready. Emily ready. Fina ready. Kid ready. All right. Xiaowa also ready. All right. So here's come the instruction. Okay. Get ready your pen and your pencil. So this is the things that I want you to record. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 22, 1, 13, 45, 44, 3, 19, 80, 4, 5. Okay, write a color that first came in your mind. Write a color that first came in your mind. 14, 23, 33, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 22, 7, 4. Now, write the first furniture that came across your mind. Okay, write a name of the furniture that came across your mind. 13, 14, 15, 88, 99, 12, 14, 17, 54, 64, 74. Now, I want you to draw a flying horse. All right, so I want you to draw a flying horse. Okay, so now draw your flying horse. Okay, draw your flying horse now. So once you are done, then you type OK at the chat box. Okay, once your flying horse is done, you type OK at your chat box. Wow, you all draw very fast, huh? Very good, huh? Okay, all right. Surprisingly, usually they take a lot of time to draw the flying horse. You're like, oh, okay. All right. Never mind, you keep your answer with you first. Don't do anything. Okay, keep your answer with you first. All right. Later on, then only you show to me, what is your picture. Okay. The drawing, whether it's a professional artist or kindergarten style, it's okay. It's okay. No worries. All right. Now, I want you to get yourself ready. You go to the annotate there. You go to the annotate. Okay. So get yourself a stamp. Okay. So the stamp, I want you to get yourself a love, love stamp. Now, how many of you, when I ask you to look for a red color, okay, when I ask you to write the first color came across your mind, how many of you actually put red as your color? You put your love over there. You stamp your love over there. So Emily put red, okay. The rest, like Xiaowa, Steve, okay. So Emily put red. Now, how many of you over here actually you put blue color? No? Tada? Okay, Fina, blue color. So let's see if anyone beside blue color, they put it green color. All right. Also, Kate also blue color, Hazinda green color. Okay. Then let's see if anyone choose black color. Happy black color, huh? All right. So Acer, okay, Acer is green color. All right. Now, anyone put white color? All right. Anyone here actually they have no idea what color they're gonna put, so they leave it empty. All right. So they leave it empty. So you put add others, or any one of you actually put there choose a white color with the whole sentence over there. So you put it under others. Okay. Now, anyone else over here that you have none of your color over here, the color that you selected is not in the screen. So you put it there, orange. So Selva put orange, all right, okay. Any other colors that is not mentioned over here? Okay, so usually I know what are the colors that you prefer, okay? And most of you are gonna go for all these red color, blue color, green color, black, white, okay? And Selva is orange, okay? But how many of you actually think of, oh, I'm gonna put burgundy red, or I'm gonna put a sky blue color, or I'm gonna put a gray color? All these color you know, but when you are in certain stress level, you do not come across all these color, okay? Because with all the numbers, the first idea that you come in will be red, green, white, black. It's really direct, okay? And orange consider a secondary color, all right? So it came really close, all right? Now let's go into the furniture, okay? How many of you in the furniture, okay? Let me clear up your stem first. Now, how many of you in this furniture, you put chair? How many of you actually put chair? When I said, write the first furniture in your mind, they come across your mind, okay? Chair, right? So according to our research, most of them, they're gonna put chair, yes, okay? And how many of you actually put table? Beside chair, they put table, all right? No, sofa is the other one, all right? And how many of you actually put sofa? All right? So yeah, Emily put sofa, okay? And how many of you actually put bed? Okay, after lunch, you sleepy, okay? Or how about anyone gonna put closet or wardrobe? None? Okay, then the last question is, anyone here put computer, television, anyone? No? So what are the answers that you put for if you do not get your answer here? Okay, write down at the chat what are the things that you put it there. Okay, fan. Uh, I'm sorry. Fan, television, computer is considered electrical appliance, so it's not really a furniture. Okay, yeah. So, okay, you see, more or less, I know you're gonna choose chair, tables, okay? But there are others, right? Like shoes rack, or maybe a TV console, all right? So there are much more furnitures that we have, or maybe the side bed table, right? But most of us, we're gonna choose for chair, tables, sofa, all right? Now let's show me, okay? This round, what I want you to do is show me your drawing. I want to see your drawing of your flying horse. Okay, let me clear off all this. Okay, so now share me with your flying horse. Let's see what are the flying horse that you are giving me. Okay, so you put it in front of your camera, show me your picture. Turn on your camera and show me your flying horse. Okay, I'm gonna take a group photo of your flying horse. They will be very, very fun. Okay, so okay, show me your flying horse. Okay, oh, Haslinda, flying horse, very cute. Okay, it's cute, very nice. Okay, animal with four legs, then with a wing. All right. Emily flying horse. Ah, okay. Also a cute little animal with four legs with a wing. All right. Okay. Any others with the flying horse? Some of them maybe says that, oh, my drawing very bad. I don't want to share. Got that. All right. Okay. Now, okay, you can put your drawing. So I presume most of you have this flying horse. Okay, most of you have this. All right, it's a animal with 4 legs, then with a wing, all right? But if we give it ample of time for you to design, to put in some creativity, this is what you're able to came out. And these are the actual pictures that we give to a bunch of young children. Okay, we give them ample of time to design, okay, a flying horse. So the title is Flying Horse. So you can see a horse in the helicopter. Even we have a horse in the parachute, okay? And this is dangerous, okay? If you look at here, small one, the horse with the mushroom, okay? You see, the horse with the mushroom, they eat, they get high, and they are flying, all right? And all these came from children, okay? Just surprise their creativity, all right? See, even a horse at the rocket, all right? So why this thing happen? Because you are growing up, that's why you limit your creativity, or because other things, all right? So all these things, we know you're going to choose red color, green color, blue, black, white. We know you're going to choose sofa, chair, table. We know majority of you are going to draw a horse with a wing on top of it. Why? Because we are so tense to use our preference, okay? Because when I read out a lot of numbers, the whole series of the activity, the numbers is something that create a stress for you. That is not a main point. I will never ask you what are the numbers sequence. Okay, so there is a series of creating a stress for you. But what I really want is your color, your wardrobe, your furniture, and also your flying horse. But because you are in the certain stress level, you tend to utilize the first memory they came across. So it will be also the same thing when you are working, when you came out in the stress or in the risk management, something that you want to tackle the issue, automatically your brain will come out an issue that you are so used to use it. Okay, the most comfortable solution that you think of, that is the thing that you're going to use to solve the problems. Okay, so you all clear so far? You're okay with the activity so far? Boleh ya? Okay, so in Emergenetics, we will ask you to work through your strength, okay, to build your skill, all right? So later we're going to go deeper about the strength, okay? So let me share with you a little bit about the Emergenetics. So Emergenetics is a profiling that you're going to measure 7 attributes. So 7 attributes is a 4 thinking preferences and 3 behavioral, all right? So that is the overall metaphor over here, okay? 4 thinking preferences and 3 behavioral, right? Now, let's talk about the first behavioral. We call it expressiveness. Expressiveness is the degree, the outward display of your emotion, all right? So let's say we split it into 3. It will be a first third, second third, and third third, all right? So you look over the screen, there's a first third, second third, and third third. Now, let me show you how first third respond. So imagine now I'm a first third trainer. I'm doing a VLC training now. This is how am I going to speak. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Raymond. Hi. Okay, I'll be your trainer today. I hope you are having a great day. See, that is how am I going to react in the first step. Okay, if I continue my 1 hour session like this, I guarantee all of you already fall asleep. We all saliva coming out. Okay, and how am I going to react if I at the third, and this is how am I going to react in the third. Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Raymond. I'll be your trainer today to share about emergenetics profiling. I trust you have a very good lunch today. Okay, shall we start now? Let's rock on. See, you see the difference of the first third and also the third. Okay, it's a quite big differences. Yeah, all right. Then how about the second third? Second third is standing at the middle. All right. So what he or she do will, I'm gonna look into the environment or the people that I mix with. If happen that I go to a party and everyone surround me is at the first third, everyone is like very quiet, talk very soft, not much body language. So high chances I will jump myself into the first third. However, if I went to a party, everyone is like so high, very happening, a rock and roll with all the black metal. So he or she, you may jump into the third. So he will also like, oh, okay, yes, rock on. All right. So you see the difference? So we have a first third, second third, and third third. All right. Now, can you imagine? Can you try to imagine the first third and at the third third sitting together and talk to each other? How do you feel? The third third will be like that. Hello, how are you today? Your new stuff, right? Oh, okay, welcome, welcome. See, he is being very authentic. Okay, he is welcoming. He is very warm. Okay, but for a first third participant or the first third new worker, you find, hey, ini orang okay tak? Okay, why speak so loud? Why so aggressive? I think he bring a problem. Okay, so you see, without even know their name, without even know official introduction, they already have a gap in between. Okay, so the first third may not like the third third. And the third third at the same time, hello, I say good morning to you, how come you keep quiet? Wow, very sombong, See, you already create an issue. Okay, you're not even know each of them. Okay, and the issue already here, down in your heart. All right, so okay, now let's go into the assertiveness. Okay, the second behavior. Now, assertiveness is how much energy that you put in to pursue something. All right. Now, at the first third, we call it peacekeeper. Peacekeeper is jangan gaduh, jangan gaduh. Okay, be cool, be cool. Okay. So sometimes even he gets scolded, it's like, okay, it's okay, no problem. He is angry. Okay, I know he's angry. It's okay. However, if I at the third, forceful driving, so this is how am I going to react if I get a critic. Oh, who are you? Say I'm very bad. You think you're very good? Huh? Come sit down. Let's show me how good you are. See, he is open for challenge. He is open for negotiation. And he is okay with that. All right. See the different degree of the first third and third third for assertiveness. All right. Can you imagine you have a friend, they ajak you go and eat roti canai, and he is the first third. Okay. Jom, come, we go eat roti canai, and you say, no, I don't want. Oh, okay. That's how first start. If third ajak you go and eat roti canai, hey, come, let's go roti canai. Don't want lah. Why don't want? Why don't want? What do you mean by don't want? I ajak you, you don't want to go. I don't care. You have to go now. Silap, this guy go and grab him and put him into the car bonnet and bring him all the way to eat roti canai. All right? So you see the degree. Okay? And second, third, of course, it depends on the situations. All right? Okay with that so far? Can follow? Now, flexibility. Flexibility, we talk about first third, second third, and also the third. It's the same. All right? So the first third, we call it focus. Flexibility, focus means they are so focused on their job. And please don't give them last minute changes. Nowhere. Last minute new direction. Nowhere. They don't want last minute. They just want to focus the job. I want to get it done. That's all. Do not disturb. Do not change my things last minute. Okay, and they can be really unhappy if you force them to change last minute. All right. But however, if they're at the third, they are welcome change. You go over there, hey, I think this logo design not nice. I want you to change now. Okay. See, they're just okay. All right. Or maybe you go there, hey, your proposal, you have to change. The boss don't like it. Okay. When you want? Now. Okay. See, even it's now, they might say okay. All right. So the flexibility, the degree of the flexibility. So it's the first third, second third, and third. So second third, same. It depends on the situation. All right. Now we move into the thinking preferences. So if you look at this metaphor, if you look at this chart, you see the purple color outside. The purple color is represent our behavioral. And why we put it outside? When you judge a person, when you see a person, when you meet a new client, what are the first thing that you see? The behavioral, the way he talk, the way he react, the way he sit, whether he shake his leg or not, okay, the tone of voice. So from there, it's very easy for you to judge a person, all right? But not for the thinking. What are he thinking? You have no idea unless you really know them. So that is why in this metaphor, the behavioral always comes first. So that is why the purple color is outside. That represents your behavioral. That is something that we can see first. Now let's go into the thinking preferences. Now thinking preferences, we have 4, all right? We have 4. So started with analytical. Analytical is a person who prefer analyze. So he like data, he like brochure, he like fact, and he like learn by mental analysis. So let's say if you have a boss who are prefer in analytical, so what you're going to do when you approach to him, make sure you have all the data, make sure you have all the document ready with all the fact. You don't go into his office and say, boss, I think, there's no such thing, I think. Okay, it must be precise. It must be come with data and facts. Okay, so there's no such thing, I think, I think. Okay, he'll be very, very angry if you say, I think. All right, so that's analytical preferences. Then we have structural. Structural preferences is a person who prefer timing. Okay, a person who prefer law and order, step by step, and they want closure after the meeting. Okay, so there's no such thing that they went to a meeting and suddenly the boss said, okay, the meeting is finished, bye, thank you. No, they will find that what happened. The meeting finished, you sure? Because for structural preferences, they will prefer a meeting closing like this. All right, thank you for everyone. Spend your time for this meeting. So let me conclude. In this meeting, we have talked about this, and we're gonna meet you up for the next meeting for our next follow-up on which day, what time. That is the closure for structural preferences, and that is what they want. All right. Social thinking preferences is a person who prefer to mix with people. They enjoy helping people, their emotion. Okay, so when they look into a cute kitten, oh, you're so cute. All right, so they are people oriented. All right, and they love to work with others. All right, conceptual usually they are visionary. They look into a big picture. Okay, so they have a lot of ideas, okay, and they are really good in ideas, all right, and they're enjoying learn by experimenting. Okay, usually they do not read the manual book. They don't. They buy a things, they just okay, let's try it out, get a screwdriver, let's try it out. Okay, if they fail, they only they started to look for the manual book. Okay, but high chances they will go hands-on directly. All right. So these are the four thinking preferences. All right. Now, for these four thinking preferences, do we have only one or we have all four? Now, let's talk about can you imagine? Can you imagine analytical preferences and a conceptual preferences having a discussion? Okay. So, for example, analytical preferences talking to a conceptual. Hey, bro, how was your sales and marketing report today? The boss want to see the report, your P&L. So the conceptual may answer like this. Oh, you know, the sales and marketing is a subject. They are not very easy and also not very difficult. And you also know they have 3P, 4P, and also 5P, you know. And sometimes I also wondering which P that I'm in. You see, the analytical started, hello, I'm telling you, the boss want to see the P&L report. Just do the P&L report. And the conceptual continue. Yeah, that's why I'm still thinking, I'm in the profit or promotion or people or price. You see? So if you do not do the profiling for analytical point of view, he might think that, hello, this guy got problem. I'm telling him a very clear direction. I want the report. And he trying to be stupid, trying to bring me around the whole world about the 5P, 4P, 3P. See, you create a conflict over there, right? But if you with the profiling result, with the profiling tools, now you know, oh, okay, now I know my colleagues are conceptual preferences. So which means he will have his own idea, all right? So you're gonna use another way to have a better communication, okay? Otherwise, you will think that he purposely creating a problem for you, or you may think that he don't like me, that's why he purposely create issue so that I cannot answer to my boss. All right. So conflict started. Okay. Conflict, miscommunication will be started from there. All right. So there is one of the example. You're okay with the example so far? If okay, just put a thumb over there so that I know you are not falling asleep. All right. Good. So okay. If you have any question, please type your question at the chat box, okay? Or even you are okay to turn on your mic and ask me directly, can, all right? Yeah. Please feel free to ask me, okay? Because I covered up quite a lot of topic inside, so I'm gonna move a little bit fast. Okay, yeah. Now let's go for an example. Okay, an example for one of the company says that, okay, we want to create a 2022 new goal. Okay, this year we are having a big hit for COVID pandemic. Everyone is stressed. Business is super bad. So we need to have a new streamline. We have to have a new goal for our next year so that the company able to sustain. All right. So this is what they are plan to do. They want to increase their profit by 30% for the fiscal year. 30% reasonable, okay, reasonable. At least they never put 70%. But the problem is 30% increase. How? How to do? What to do so that you can increase? So they want to update their data center technology. They say, oh, because COVID-19, everyone have to work from home and our database are so bad. So now we're going to improve our technology. Okay, so we're going to involve in this data. We're going to spend some money to upgrade all this and that. All right. Yeah. And then they want to evaluate and streamline their process of the production. Now, because we're in industrial of 4.0 or coming up to 5.0 very soon, okay, so we're going to reduce some headcount. We're going to reduce some human error. So they're going to use a lot of machinery with all the 5G, internet, all this and that. So yeah, they're going to re-evaluate and streamline their process of the production. Okay, maybe one of the way to cut down the production cost. All right. And what else? They're going to take their company to a new level. A new level for what? By expanding their distributorship around the world. So maybe last time they are only in Asia country, but this time I want to distribute all around the world so that everyone can buy our product easily. Okay? And maybe they're going to do for like Shopee, Lazada, you can buy online. Okay? So that is their part of the goal. All right? So what else? They also want to develop a timeline for rolling out a new company-wide policy. Okay, so maybe they find that, oh, before COVID-19, the policy is too old, so now with all the technology involved, with all the headcount involved, okay, with the very low expenses. So it's some things that we have to rebrand, some of the policy that we need to change. All right. So that is why they want to develop a timeline to rolling out a new wide policy. All right. So if you look at it, this goal, okay, I trust that there are a lot of professionals in this group today. All right. So how do you think about this goal? Do you think that this goal is workable or not workable or not workable? Because usually when we teach, when you want to design a goal, it should be achievable. So I'm pretty sure this is quite achievable, right? Okay. It's not like out of the sky. Okay. So now, this company, the top management who came out all this goal, all right, and this is their group profile. So if you remember, we take every single individual profile and we merge it together, then we have a group profile. So now this XYZ company, we take all of their top management profile and we put it together. So now what the profile said? The profile says that, yeah, the group prefer analytical. So analytical is their preferences. Okay, so they love to use that analytical. Oh yeah, they also have structural. Okay. And conceptual, yeah, think out of the box. Conceptual, yes, they have it. However, for social, it's not their preferences. Okay, it's not their preferences. So now we take back all this goal for 2022 and we put it under this metaphor. And this is what you get. All right. So if we put it under like increase our profit by 30%. So this one came from which thinking purposes? It came from analytical, right? All right. Update our data center technology. Came from where? Analytical preferences. Structural. Evaluate and streamline the process. Remember, they love step by step. They love law and order. So yeah, evaluate and streamline the process. Structural. They love it. They enjoy it. All right. Then rolling out a new company-wide policy. Conceptual. Take our company to a new level by expanding. See, a visionary. This came from conceptual. So what is missing over here? The social. right? So what we have at the social for the achievement, for the goal 2022? Nothing. Why nothing? Because according to their group profile, the top management social preferences is not their preferences. That is why whatever decision they make, they will lack of this. So as a corporate trainer, what is the problem over here? A company's success, we depend very much on our colleagues. We depend very much on our people. That is the most valuable asset to keep your company pushing forward. And what is your goal for the people over there? What is the goal for the most important asset for your company? Elect. Nothing. So now you see what is the problems over there. Do you think that this goal can be achieved in very high performance or just maybe okay lah? So what if now I'm the HR director, I saw the, okay, Raymond, wow, okay, now I know why our company always have this issue. Now I know why our staff always complain, okay, partially because our top management are lack of preferences in thinking in social, okay. So what am I going to do next? Do I brainwash all my top management to have more sense of social insight? Very difficult, right? So if I hire a new top management, I can ask them to do a profile. Okay, so maybe if I lucky, I get few new top management who are social preferences. So whenever we have a new policy designing or whatever so on, we can invite them to add in. Or maybe you can ask your staff to put a town hall or suggestion letter or this and that. Right? Any questions so far? Are you okay with it? Or too many information? So okay, Now, preferences and ability. I'm pretty sure that you have been keep on listening me, keep on repeating preferences, preferences, and preferences. So what is this about? Okay. Now, everyone, what I want you to do is, okay, turn on your camera, okay. I want you to share with me this thing. How are you going to cross your hand? So what I want you to do is, I want you to cross your hand like that. Okay. Just cross your hand. Cross your hand, relax, okay, enjoy yourself, all right? So do you feel comfortable? Yeah? Do you like it? Cross your hand, all right? So comfortable, Now remember, that is your cross hand number one, okay? Cross hand number one, Now I want you to do cross hand number two. What is cross hand number two? You're gonna do the cross hand, but in the other way around, okay? So just now, if you put your right hand on top, now I want you to put your right hand below, okay? So I want you to cross your hand the other way around. Okay, so that will be your cross hand number two. So I want you to do it now. Right? Can? I can see Emily trying. All right. Can? So do you find it comfortable? Now, I want you to share with me in the chat box. Which one will you find it much more comfortable? The option one or the option two? Which one you find it much more comfortable? Which one do you like it? The cross hand number one or the cross hand number two? Which one you prefer? Okay. If you like cross hand number one, then you put one. If you like cross hand number two, you put two. Okay. But one definitely, yeah. Okay. I've been doing this for almost like 6 years for profiling, and trust me, every single time they will choose option one. Okay. Now, so what is the difference of the option one? The option one is what we call preferences. Automatically, you prefer your cross hand without thinking. Okay. Ability is something that you can get it done. You can get it done. Okay. But you may not like it, or you may not find it comfortable. So that is why, like the option two, can you do your cross hand the other way around? Yes, of course you can. But do you find it comfortable? No, you'll find it a bit weird, macam pelik-pelik. Okay. So in emergenetics, the profiling that we measure, the 7 attributes, the 4 thinking preferences, the 3 behavioral, we measure based on your preferences. You prefer to use it. does not mean that you do not have ability. All right. So I give you an example. I give you an example. My profile, I have three thinking preferences. Three. I have analytical. Analytical is one of my preferences. I have structural, also my preferences, and I have social. All right. So now you know my preferences. I analytical, structural, and social. So I love to meet three people. But according to my profile, conceptual is not my preferences. Okay? Conceptual is not my preferences. So which means what? Which means I do not have my visionary, which means I cannot differentiate the color coding, red color, blue color, I cannot differentiate. Or which means I can't even do a drawing, I cannot do a 3D diagram. No, ladies and gentlemen, I still can draw. Matter of fact, in the high school, I get first place in drawing. Yes, I get first place. But the problem is, I never like drawing. For me, to draw a drawing is like killing me. Okay, I will suffer. I take one whole week. People take few hours to draw a picture. I take one whole week because some things that I don't like to do. Okay, but because the cikgu say have to do, so I drag. Okay, I suffer. I force myself. I draw. But can I get it done? Oh yes, that is my ability. All right. See, I can get it done, but does not mean that I love it. So why we gonna use Emergenetics to measure your preferences and how this able to help you? Because you can use this to put it in your work. I know drawing is not my preference. Conception is not my preferences. Do you think that I still gonna go for study as a designer? No way. Even though I'm good in design, maybe I'm good in color, but I will not because every day I step into the office, I look at the 3D AutoCAD. I said, no more AutoCAD. It's kill me. All right. See? So why I want to make myself suffer? Okay. But I still have ability to do it. Okay. So that is the difference of preferences and ability. All right. So clear, huh? Okay. Now, there are also people ask me, Raymond, yeah, okay, now we know, okay, we have a prefer. Now, Raymond, since you do not have conceptual, now again, it's not that I do not have conceptual, it's just that conceptual is not my preferences. Okay, remember, preferences and ability. So it's not that if my profile came out, conception is not my preferences, does not mean that I don't have. Okay, just that I do not like to use. Okay, so conception is not my preferences. But what happened? What happened if one day I say that, Raymond, we need to change. Okay, I need to get some additional conceptual. Okay, I want to have my conceptual to become as my preferences. Can I get it done? Yes, I can. There are three ways. Okay, so what are the three ways? Number one, conscious effort. So what I'm going to do? I want to increase my conceptual, right? So what I'm going to do? I'm going to look for an art class. I'm going to look for the teacher who teach me how to do drawing. Maybe I enroll myself into a computer game design for all the 3D, okay? So that I can have a better conceptual, all right? So can I do that? Yes, I can. I can pay money to learn. But do I enjoy every single moment I go to the class? I may not. I may not. I may find that it's so suffering because I'm forcing myself doing something that I don't like. Okay? But if your objective is I want to change, yes, you can. Just that I will be forcing myself doing something that I don't like. Okay? Just to get, just to increase my conception. Do you think that it's worth it? I don't know. All right? So that is why in Emergenetics, we do not suggest you to change. Okay? But rather than you focus your strength. Okay? Use the energy to focus your strength. Make full use of it. All right. Then second one is a significant life event. Okay, when you have a great impact or whatever so on, that you change the total mindset. And lastly, drugs, alcohol. Okay, that will influence your chemical compound in your brain. That will result that you have a different thinking preferences or even behavioral. All right. But there are also participants tell me that, Raymond, I do profile. When you send me the link, I do the profile in the office. Then if you send me the link when I do at home, the profile will be different. That is what they tell me. They say that in office will be different when they do it at home. So we try out a test subject. Okay, we have Mr. Bob here. So this is Mr. Bob profile, individual profile, where he do it in the office. All right. So in this profile, you can see he have analytical as a preferences, structural as a preferences, social as a preferences, almost like me. Okay, conceptual is not his preferences. All right. So after 7 days, he done this profile. After 7 days, we ask him go back to his house, relax, and redo again the profile. And guess what? This is his second profile when he do it at home. It's still the same. So in the other way, your option one of crossing your hand. Do you do different hand crossing when you are in the office? Or do you do a different hand crossing when you're at home? No, right? It's the same, right? Your option one will be everywhere, anywhere, anytime, right? Whether you are stressed or not stressed, that is the option one automatically. So that is why in Emergenetics, they measure your preferences. Okay, it came so norm, whether you are at home, whether you are at work, whether you are stressed or not, that is you, okay, as automatically, right? So that is the strength of analytical, structural, social, and conceptual. Now, what happens if you are overuse your strength? Overuse. So if you overuse your strength from other people's point of view, the way they look at you will be like this. Let's say if you overuse your analytical, you will give a message to others that you are uncaring, you are skeptical, or maybe like structural. Okay, if you overuse your structural preferences, people will think that you are very boring because everything has to go by rules. Okay, no fun, boring guy. Okay, inflexible. All right. If you are social, then you'll be having an issue of irrational, emotional, or maybe a pushover. Okay, conceptual. If you overuse it, people will find that you are out of the world because you are so visionary. Okay, and they might have understanding. So this guy is weird. We have no idea what is playing in his mind. All right. So that it can be a issue when you always use it. Okay. Well, it's normal for you, just that the other people, how they perceive you. Okay. Any questions so far? So now, emergency profile. Okay. Where can we use it? Okay. Once I do it, what is the benefit? Yeah, you can use it in your company development for your sales team so that they know how to talk to the clients. Okay. You can even use for leadership. Okay. Leadership, creativity, conflict management, everything, because the data is from your own preferences. It do not measure your abilities. So in corporate, you can use almost everything. Then we also use it for education. For example, before I start a class for all my students, maybe a new join student or new enrollment student, I ask them to do a profiling. After they do, I combine all their profile into a group profile. So in the group profile, now I read, 80%, 80% of my students are analytical preferences. So now what am I going to do if I'm the lecturer? I'm going to change all my slides with all into data and facts so that this 80% student, they will find it enjoying my class because they know I'm going to give them a lot of data. They know I'm going to give them a lot of fact. All right. But what happened? Same thing. If I have 80% of my participants love conceptual as a thinking preferences, I'm going to change my teaching method. Rather than give them facts and theory, I'll give them a lot of group works, a lot of group discussion, a lot of brainstorming, a lot of scenario based to keep them jive up. Okay, see? So when I know what is their thinking preferences, the more easy for me to deliver the message to them. And they will absorb it happily because they are so comfortable with it and they are enjoying it. All right. And we also can use this as a coach or whatever so on for individual. All right. Sometimes some people they get confused. I don't know why I like that. I don't know why I'm thinking like that. Am I weird? Yeah, you do the profile, then we can explain okay, why you behave like that, why you have this kind of thinking preferences. Okay. And we also can use it as a volunteer or whatever so on. So it's a very big profile that you can use for almost everything. All right. So lastly, if you want to know more about Emergenetics, you want to know more about the profile, okay, so that will be my contact, okay, and that will be my personal handphone number if you want to know more about it. Or if you happen to be drop by in Ipoh, or you want me to drop by your office to have a deeper conversation about the profiling, let me know, okay? And will be very glad to share with you more about it, okay? But lastly, before I end the session, last question, there are people also asking, Raymond, outside they have so many profiling tools. We have like MBTI, we have DISC, we have brain color, we have Big Five, and they usually will ask, which one is better? Ladies and gentlemen, I do not do that, okay? I do not gonna tell you which profiling is better. No. For me, profiling are equivalent important, regardless of any brand, any profiling tools. All are the same, okay? And yet they are different. Why am I saying that? Okay, so imagine our brain is very unique, right? So our brain, imagine it's like a house. And a house, we have a lot of windows, right? So whenever profiling that you do, it's just like you are seeing yourself through a window, okay? So let's say you have a house, now you are doing an emergency profile, okay? So you are looking yourself using your right window, okay? Your right hand side window, okay? Then at the same time, oh, I also explore with DISC. So once I do the DISC, oh, now I see myself from the left window, okay? Then maybe I go across Big Five. Oh, okay, Big Five. Oh, now you see yourself from the front window. So the profiling for me is just a tool for you to know yourself much more deeper. So there will be no such thing saying that my profiling is better than that profiling, that one is better than this one. No, you should not compare to that. Okay, so profiling is just a tool for you to understand yourself much more deeper. All right, so that is the summary of my presentation on Emergenetics. So if you have any question, we have about 3 or 4 minutes there. So you can share with me any question that you want to ask, okay? Via chat or via mic, okay? You are free, okay? So hope I can answer you. Any questions? Anything that you all want to ask about for this? Or everyone fall asleep already?
Hey Raymond, this is Fina.
Hi, Pina.
So if you wanted to do these profiling tools, does it have to be an online assessment or does it have like a traditional way of doing this assessment?
Very good questions. The profiling tools usually for Emergenetics only online. Why? Because when we use online, they're able to control the result. Okay. Let's say if you are doing the manual, let's say I'm the trainer, I design my own questionnaire. So the technical report of the designing questionnaire, the words that I use, the sequence, the grammatically that I use, it can be different from the original message. So that is why we do not design our own questionnaire. So all the questionnaire are from one platform, one center. So they control so that everyone can use it. And yes, you can use it to understand your children. Matter of fact, the Emergenetics, we have youth version. Youth version is for children who are below 18. The difference is for adult, the profiling you do only once because our brain is already well developed. So you do only once. Second year, third year, when you do it, it's almost the same. However, for children, because remember, Emergenetics, your genetic blueprint plus your learning society, your learning experience. So that is why for youth, the profiling, we advise to do every year. Because this year they do, the second year it can be different because they are still absorbing all the new knowledge and new experience. Yes, you can. Okay, for children. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, like Australia, there are few school actually using Emergenetics for all the school students. So whoever school student will study at that school, all have to do Emergenetics. Yeah, and we have an apps. We have an app. It's free. Once you're done, you can actually go into the apps and see your profile. You can even add your friend, which already do the profile. You can see what is their thinking purposes, their behavior. Yes, you can. And it's all complementary. All right. So, any other question? All right. So, if not, then it's 3 o'clock sharp. So, my session will be just right on time. Now, because I have structural as my thinking preferences, you see, 1 hour. Ngam ngam. All right. If not, thank you very much. Okay. Hope to see you again. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Raymond.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you in the next session.
All right. Thank you.
Habis recording?